Well, guys, it seems that the Paul Pelosi story is not going away anytime soon. Now, the left is still out there trying to paint David DePape as some type of a Trump-supporting right-wing guy. I've done several videos, and that's been completely debunked. This guy was actually a member of the Green Party, and the place where he actually lived at had a pride flag and Black Lives Matter sign in the window. But with all this evidence out there that's leaning everyone to believe that this man is actually not a Trump supporter, he's not a right-wing guy, you still have politicians out there, Hollywood actors out there, trying to paint this guy as a Republican. Now, guys, this is utterly ridiculous here, folks. And where do I even begin with this? Where do I begin? Hillary Clinton, guys, she was out there on Twitter putting out tweets about Republicans and their involvement in this, and it makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Daily Wire. Hillary Clinton blames Republicans for Paul Pelosi attack. Elon Musk has other ideas. Now, his post on Twitter was actually deleted. Now, I'm not saying what he had linked to was true, but it does make you think, folks. It really, really does make you think. And the reason I say that is because how can this person actually get access to the Pelosi home? I'm curious about that. But we'll get back to that in a second. Here's another reason why I don't believe that David DePape is a Trump supporter. Look at this, guys. This is from ABC 7 News in 2020. It's official. The Bay Area is the bluest part of California. And check this out, guys. They're talking about Joe Biden here. Has 86% of the vote in San Francisco Thursday afternoon. 86% when he was actually going up against Donald Trump. Highly unlikely you're going to run into too many MAGA people over there in the Bay Area. But let's read this. It says former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton jumped on the bandwagon on Saturday, joining a number of liberal pundits and elected Democrats who blamed the Republican Party for an alleged violent attack on House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's husband, Paul. Clinton echoed these sentiments, if not the words of people like Beijing Biden and MSNBC anchor Andrea Mitchell, who suggested that the rhetoric and politically charged anger that had spawned the January 6th riot on Capitol Hill had spread to Pelosi's San Francisco home. Now, folks, this attack had nothing to do with January 6th whatsoever. But this is what she put out. The Republican Party and its mouthpieces now regularly spread hate and deranged conspiracy theories. It is shocking, but not surprising, that violence is the result. As citizens, we must hold them accountable for their words and the actions that follow. Now, this doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I've talked in depth about how this guy is not anybody on the right. Check this out. This is on the Post Millennial. Paul Pelosi's alleged attacker, described by his neighbor as left-leaning nudist drug abuser. That does not sound anything like anybody that is MAGA. That's crazy. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But this is what they're pushing out there. But anyway, it says this here. Clinton shared an article from the Los Angeles Times that identified alleged attacker David DePape, who has been arrested and charged with attempted homicide, among other charges, as someone who, quote, spread QAnon, other far-right, bigoted conspiracy theories. SpaceX and Tesla CEO Elon Musk fired back in a since-deleted tweet with an alternate theory, sharing an article from the Santa Monica Observer that made a series of claims, not the least outrageous of which being that Pelosi had brought DePape home from a local gay bar. And this is what he actually tweeted. He said, quote, "There is a tiny possibility there might be more to the story than meets the eye." That's all he said. Now, he did delete it, but like I told you guys before in the past, the internet is forever here. This is what actually comes up. The awful truth: Paul Pelosi was drunk again and in a dispute with a male prostitute early Friday morning. Paul Pelosi stated that he doesn't know who the male is, but he advised that his name is David and that he is a friend. Yeah, right. Now, I'm not saying that's true, but think of this, guys. Paul Pelosi was in the room with this guy. The police come in, and David DePape is in his underwear. The man was arrested in his underwear. And it's like at 2:30 in the morning. And the Pelosi's should actually have security, right? Now, I'm not talking about like a Secret Service or anything like that, because I believe they only get that. He only gets that when he's actually with Nancy Pelosi, and she was not in San Francisco at the time. She was actually in Washington, D.C. But you just have to stop and think. If somebody offers an alternative thought process on this, I believe people should just kind of listen. You don't have to believe it. But, the leftist media, they want you to believe everything that they say on this, because they're putting this man in on the right. This man is not on the right. His ex I don't know what she called herself, ex life lover or something like that, said that they were progressives and she liked Nancy Pelosi. There is no connection whatsoever to Donald Trump or Republicans. And by the way, I don't even think Donald Trump is even commenting on this. I actually haven't been on Truth Social or anything like that. But this is nothing more than a trick of the left to make people think that Donald Trump had something to do with this, when we all know that he had nothing to do with this. Nothing whatsoever. And when you go out there and you search Elon Musk, they start calling him all kind of names and stuff, and that he's pushing conspiracy theories and all this other stuff. Now, the story may be fake, but it does make you think, at least. And there's nothing wrong with thinking. I mean, these people are already outraged that that he's actually the owner of Twitter now. Now, I believe this article here was even pulled. This may be the archive right here. I'm not really sure. But this guy's weird, man. He's a nudist and everything like that. Definitely not a Trump supporter. But Elon Musk is like one of the few high profile people out there that is pushing back against the narrative that this guy is some kind of a far right guy. He's not playing along by their rules, and they don't like that. This is why they don't want him owning Twitter. This is why they do not want him owning Twitter, because the media wants to control the narrative. The Democrats have a lot to lose here in the midterms, a lot to lose. So they don't want anybody pushing back against this. Now, I'm going to ask the people on the in the mainstream media, where is your evidence? What do you have? Where's your evidence? What you're saying is this man is some right-wing conspiracy theorist. The man's not on the right. Is he a conspiracy theorist? Probably so. He's definitely deranged. But Elon Musk, man, I like that he actually went against the narrative right there. Don't know if it's true. He just said there's a tiny possibility, and that's possible. It could be. I'm not saying one way or the other. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.